Are you sitting comfortably? Still comfortable? How about now? Here's the good news. You don't need a qualification, and there's no exam to pass. A uniform is not required, and you do not need to know all the answers. Quite simply, it's about passing on a message. A message you've already heard. Here's the good news.
Cut the ribbon across there. Yeah.
This there.
Amazing. The Mayor of Rushcliffe, Councillor Gordon Moore, and Councillors Keith Walker, Reg Adair and Richard Butler, who have been instrumental in providing the funding for this labyrinth. And a very warm welcome to every one of you who've come to see the opening of this special event. So a very great thank you to all those people who've managed now to open the labyrinth. So let's do a walk in the labyrinth. No.
Well, good evening everybody and welcome again to this event. And would you welcome Francis Hill from Reading? I'm absolutely delighted, and I know a lot of people here are delighted that you're actually with us, Ryan, because you've had a traumatic couple of months, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. With us in the sense that I'm alive. Yeah, I had a little episode underneath the car in Daybrook. I was on a motorbike and a car just came right across me, and you may have seen it on the television actually. The cameras ended up in my hospital room talking to me about it. So I went under the car, found out afterwards through visiting the fire station and the guys that lifted the car off me that the car went over my head, breaking my helmet, and the visors all broke under the car and cut my nose off and had to be sewn back right there and then, and I had another operation to rebuild my face a bit. But considering that was only, I don't know, 9 or 10 weeks ago, I'm pretty pleased actually with how things have repaired. And, I'm alive, yeah.
I don't know whether I asked her to take me off or whether she just realised and decided after 6 months of me not getting a game that it was time to take me off. I think she said the rest.
And I will trust in you alone, for your endless mercy follows me.
So Matt Arnold, you're a member of the Methodist Church in Newark, the North End Methodist Church, but also the facilitator of Forest Church. What is Forest Church?
So Forest Church is an intentional community of people that are ecumenical of faith in either the Christian path or any other faith path, or even no faith path at all, but we all come together to experience and try and encounter the divine in the natural world. So we're trying to look at God's second book, which is nature, and try and listen to see what God's got to say to us. And that might be led through meditative walks, it might be through workshops of some sort, using crafts. It might also be through ritual. We in East Midlands will use 2/3 of our time as being ritual, and one of them will be workshop based. So that will involve things like chants, it might involve things like harps and flutes and drums, natural instruments, and liturgy. Very kinesthetic, very hands-on, smells, all sorts of things like that to facilitate a full experience, but to try and generate a safe space for people to encounter the divine. And we'll use poetic language that's open, and we're just trying to be there for people who are interested in experiencing a green spirituality.
So Marion, Faith and Light has been running in West Bridgford for around 9 years now, but what exactly is Faith and Light?
Faith and Light, it's a large international community for people with a learning disability, their families and their friends. We gather together for worship, for friendship, for social activities and for mutual support and care. But it is a family now in all corners of the world.
Here's the good news. It spreads easily. It's not complicated. You'll find it in the ordinary, extraordinary, and the unexpected. It passes through your conversations and echoes in your generosity. Friends see it when you're available. Strangers, they notice the difference. There's no formula, no perfect way to do it. It's about passing on a message, and quite simply, that's it. Here's the good news. Tell somebody, show somebody, be somebody.